Yo, what's up, guys? So welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this video. It's been a little while, but I wanted to make a brief update on my thoughts around the market because obviously things are down and down and down depending on when you decided to buy, right? So if you're into stocks, if you're into crypto, if you're into NFTs, if you're into watches, if you're into real estate, all of that is potentially down or at risk to some degree. And this is because the macro sentiment for the world economy is obviously not so hot. So I live in the United States, I'm in California, and the inflation rate in California right now, last reported on, I believe is 8.6%. So that's really, really high, the highest it's been in a long, long time. And that has people a little bit scared, that has people a whole lot more on the defensive. It also has people just unwilling to spend as much money as they were over the past few months, right? So if gas costs $80, $100, $200 to fill up your car, and you have to buy groceries and do all this stuff, and everything in your life costs so much more than it did 12 months ago, you're probably less likely to be dollar cost averaging into cryptocurrencies or stocks or buying risky NFT pictures on the internet, right? I think there's multiple baskets of people that are currently in this market, okay? You have the guy who got in super early and ended up taking profits and is now sitting on a mountain of cash ready to deploy it given the right circumstances. Okay, you have the guy who didn't take any profits and maybe got in pretty early, and so he's feeling just fine. He probably should have taken profits, but he's not underwater. And then you have the guy who bought semi recently, whether it was NFTs or whether it was crypto, and now he's down 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90%, right? And so that's not a great place to be. And so cryptocurrencies, NFTs, it's kind of a trial by fire. And there's a saying, at least a saying that I've been using, it takes 2 cycles to make it in crypto, right? 1 to buy the top, 1 to take profits on. For me, it was a pretty similar situation to a lot of people's situations currently. In 2017, I was buying cryptocurrency when Bitcoin was going from $6,000 all the way up to $20,000. It kind of exploded. I was buying the top the entire way up and basically continued to dollar cost average and buy into Bitcoin and a couple other altcoins until 2021 when things completely changed and people had a chance to make a whole lot of money back. But for me, that took years. That took 2 to 3 years of me continuously buying into the market and continuously watching my money go from $100 I spent to $50 to $30 to $20, right? So it was my conviction and my unemotional attachment to this money that allowed me to hold it for 2, 3, 4 years, right? So it wasn't money I needed. It wasn't money that I needed for rent or groceries because I was very privileged and was staying with my nanny at the time and didn't have to pay rent. So all those advantages and those opportunities allowed me to spend this money on speculative assets like cryptocurrency and hold it for 3, 4 years and be down on that stuff for 70, 80% down for years. And then 2021 comes around and everything explodes and I get into NFTs and I've been in crypto for 3, 4 years and there's a lot of money to be made, right? And a lot of new blood comes in and they're experiencing the same thing right now. And frankly, I think it's just history is repeating itself, just maybe to a faster degree, right? From 2017 to 2018 to 2019, when everything was just bleeding, it sure as heck didn't bleed this fast, right? Right now, we're seeing lending companies just go completely bankrupt. We've seen Luna and Terra go to zero. We've seen the macro, inflation, real estate, the Fed's printing money, COVID, all this crazy, crazy stuff going on in the market right now. And it's just a lot for the market to handle. And people are just like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to chill. I'm going to save. I'm going to be on the defensive. And I think that's the play for most people right now. So my current play is I was able to take profits this time around, right? So I have some money to dollar cost average back into Bitcoin. And that's basically what I'm doing. So every Monday I buy Bitcoin and I buy stocks. And people are like, bro, dollar cost averaging, so boring. I want money now. But I think for me personally, the play is to just buy it and hold it and then systematically take profits along the way. So there's 2 things you're going to need for this next bull cycle coming up, guys. You're going to need a profit taking strategy and you're going to need a investment strategy, period, right? So how much money am I going to invest and how often? Do I have a source of income on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis that I can mess around in this market at all? Maybe it's not the right time for you and you shouldn't mess with it at all. Then you need to figure out, okay, at certain levels, at which levels am I going to be taking profits? And you're allowed to be a little bit flexible with this, right? So if Bitcoin goes back to 65K, maybe you take 15, 20, 30% of your money off the table, at least your initial investment, so you can sleep good at night. And then, you know, continue to take profits as it trucks higher, right? But what you don't want to do is if Bitcoin goes to 60K and you told yourself you would take 10% of your money off the table at 60K, go, oh, well, it's going to go to 65, it's going to go to 70, so I'm not going to take any profits. And then you're going to fall into the same vicious cycle of never taking profits and understanding that you need to eventually, because you're not going to sell the top and you're not going to buy the perfect bottom. Those two things just don't happen. And if they do happen, it's because you've been dollar cost averaging, and on that certain week, that just ended up happening. So timing worked out, right? So make sure you have an investment strategy, you have an allotment of money that you're willing to lose, you have a primary source of income that's coming in on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis, and you have a profit-taking strategy that you're willing to employ and stick to. You need to have a very high degree of conviction on that, because when the time comes to pull the trigger and take profits, it's going to be really, really hard. And most likely you're going to regret it for the next week or two, maybe even a couple months, because you see the price continue to go higher. And then there's going to be a moment like this where the market is down 70, 80, 90%, depending on the asset that you're holding. And you're going to praise Gaiman. That's a Counter-Strike joke if anybody's with me, that you took the profits at all. And it won't matter if you sold Bitcoin at 60,000 or 62,000 or 50,000 or 40,000, you're still in massive profit. And you can kind of just sit and wait and deploy capital over time during these bear markets when no one else is buying. Very few people have money to be buying right now. That's the position you want to put yourself in. So look, quick video, quick rant. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm going to continue to make more videos. I've been taking a little bit of a break because I grinded like crazy and I got to the position that I am currently. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take a step back. The market's really down. I want to focus on my personal life. I want to get fit. I want to get psyched in those areas, but I'm back. So we're going to continue to make more videos. We're going to continue for me to rant on this channel. I'm even going to do a few videos where I just take this new camera that I got and I just walk around and I just talk shit about stuff. So look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the very, very next video.